Hi everyone. Today I would like to look at how to reduce radicals. So in your notebook, please put down today's subtitle, Reducing Radicals. Reducing a radical is the process of rewriting a radical into a simpler form, and that form usually gives us smaller numbers to work with. When you're doing mental math involving radicals, it might be first a lot easier to reduce all your radicals. So the big question is, how do we reduce radicals? Well, reducing radicals is extremely easy and simply involves a bit of mental work. The basic procedure is the following. All we have to do is rewrite the radicand as a product of two numbers where one of them is a perfect square, preferably the largest perfect square possible. It's not a big deal if you don't get the largest one. And then we simplify using the property of square root of x times y is the same as the square root of x times the square root of y. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. Suppose I ask you to reduce the following. Square root of 27. Well, what we want to do is rewrite the 27 as the product of two numbers where one of them is a perfect square. So, a bit of mental work will help you figure out that 27 can be rewritten as, and here is a perfect square, 9, and the other number will not be a perfect square, times 3. And then using the radical of a product property, this can be rewritten as the square root of 9 times the square root of 3. And a final simplification gives us the square root of 9 is 3, and then multiplied by the square root of 3 cannot be simplified. So in other words, the square root of 27 is the same as saying 3 times the square root of 3. Let's take a look at another example. I want you, on your own, to try and reduce the following. 3 times the square root of 40. I want you to pause the video and give it a shot. Alright, let's take a look and see how you guys did. So, we have 3 multiplied by root 40. So that gives us 3, that doesn't change for now, multiplied by the square root of, and a bit of mental work will tell you that the largest perfect square number is 4, and that can be multiplied by 10 to give us the 40. And then using the property of the radical of product, that gives us 3 times root 4 times root 10. Further simplifying gives us 3 times 2 times root 10. And our final result is 6 root 10. So in other words, 3 root 40 is the same as saying 6 root 10. And this can always be confirmed on a calculator. I would like you guys to try one more on your own. So for example, why don't you try this one? Negative 2 root 75. Go ahead, pause the video and try it now. Okay, let's see how you guys did. So we have negative 2 multiplied by the square root of, I think the biggest perfect square number that 75 can be broken up into is 25. And that has to be multiplied by 3 to give us the 75. Alright, let's use the property of radical of a product. This gives us negative 2 times root 25 times root 3. Further simplifying, this gives us negative 2 times 5 times root 3. And our final result, a negative 10 root 3. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all there is to reducing a radical.